Have you ever stopped to think about the importance of immunization in preventing diseases? It's a fascinating subject, really. This invisible shield that our bodies can create against some of the most devastating ailments known to mankind. And it's not just about individual protection, but it also contributes to the health of our communities, our nations, and indeed, our world. So, it's time we give immunization the attention it deserves. Let's dive in to understand more about this life-saving preventive measure. So, what exactly is immunization? Well, let's peel back the layers of this life-saving concept. At its core, immunization is a process that primes your immune system to fight off diseases. But how does it do that? It's quite ingenious, really. Immunization involves introducing a vaccine into your body. This vaccine contains weakened or inactivated parts of a particular harmful organism, or its toxins, or even one of its surface proteins. Now, these parts are not strong enough to cause the disease, but they are just enough to stimulate your immune system. Your immune system then jumps into action and learns to recognize these invaders, producing antibodies to fight them off. It's like a rehearsal for your immune system, preparing it for the real deal. The beauty of it is your immune system has a fantastic memory. If you're ever exposed to the actual disease in the future, your immune system will remember how to fight it. Now that we have a basic understanding of what immunization is, we can move on to the immunization schedule. Immunization is a timed process, and each vaccine has its own schedule. It's a carefully designed sequence, ensuring our bodies are prepared to combat an array of potential health threats. So, let's dive into the chronological order of immunization, from birth right through to adulthood. Our immunization journey begins at birth with the hepatitis B vaccine. Hepatitis B is a serious liver infection that can be life-threatening if not addressed. The vaccine is typically given in 3 doses, with the first dose administered within 24 hours of birth. The second dose is usually given at 1 to 2 months, and the final dose between 6 to 18 months. At 2 months, we receive our first dose of several vaccines. This includes the diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, DTaP vaccine, the Haemophilus influenzae type B, Hib vaccine, the pneumococcal conjugate vaccine, PCV, and the inactivated poliovirus vaccine, IPV. Each of these vaccines protects against diseases that can have severe consequences, especially for infants and young children. Between 4 to 6 months, the second dose of DTaP, Hib, PCV, and IPV is administered. At 6 months, the influenza, flu vaccine is introduced, which should be received annually. As we progress to our first birthday, we receive the first dose of the measles, mumps, and rubella, MMR vaccine, and the varicella vaccine for chickenpox. Both of these vaccines are crucial in preventing diseases that can lead to complications, such as pneumonia and encephalitis. When we're 4 to 6 years old, we receive booster doses for DTaP, IPV, MMR, and varicella. These boosters are important because they help to maintain our immunity against these diseases as we grow. As we enter our adolescent years, we receive the human papillomavirus, HPV vaccine, and a booster dose for tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, Tdap. The HPV vaccine is crucial in preventing certain types of cancers later in life. In adulthood, it's recommended to receive a TD booster, which protects against tetanus and diphtheria every 10 years. Additionally, adults should get vaccines for diseases like shingles and pneumococcal disease if they didn't receive them as children or if their risk increases. It's important to note that these are general guidelines and individual circumstances may require a different schedule. Always consult with a healthcare professional to ensure you're on track with your immunizations. Each vaccine in this chronological order plays a crucial role in our overall health. They equip our immune system with the necessary tools to fight off these diseases, reducing the risk of severe illness, hospitalizations, and even death. Remember, immunization isn't just about protecting ourselves. It's also about safeguarding our communities. When we're immunized, we're less likely to transmit these diseases to others, especially those who are vulnerable, like infants, the elderly, and those with weakened immune systems. Following this schedule ensures that our immune system is well equipped to fight off these diseases. So let's stay informed, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay immunized. Why is following the immunization schedule so crucial? Let's dive into that. Immunization holds an essential role in our global health infrastructure, acting as a powerful defensive line against numerous infectious diseases. Over the decades, it has reduced, and in some cases, entirely eradicated diseases that once posed significant threats to public health. The primary purpose of immunization is to prevent diseases. Vaccines work by training our immune system to recognize and combat pathogens. When you get a vaccine, your immune system responds by producing antibodies, similar to when it encounters a disease, but without making you sick. This process builds a sort of immunological memory, which means if you're ever exposed to that disease in the future, your immune system can fight it off more effectively. Immunization also plays a crucial role in reducing mortality rates. Vaccines have saved countless lives across the globe. For example, the measles vaccine alone is estimated to have saved more than 20 million lives worldwide between the years 2000 and 20. It's clear that without immunization, the toll taken by infectious diseases would be far higher. Now, let's talk about herd immunity. This is a concept that we've all become familiar with, especially in the past few years. Herd immunity is achieved when a significant portion of a community becomes immune to a disease, making its spread from person to person unlikely. As a result, the entire community is protected, not just those who are immune. By getting vaccinated, you're not just protecting yourself, but you're also playing a part in protecting those around you who may be unable to receive certain vaccines due to health conditions. So, to sum it up, immunization is a powerful tool in the fight against infectious diseases. It prevents illnesses, reduces mortality rates, and helps achieve herd immunity. But remember, it's not just about protecting yourself. It's about contributing to the larger goal of disease control and eradication. Immunization is not just about personal protection, it's about safeguarding our communities. Despite its importance, there are several misconceptions about immunization. Let's tackle a few of them head-on. Firstly, many people worry about vaccine side effects. It's true, vaccines, like any other medication, can have side effects. But these are usually mild and temporary, like a sore arm or a slight fever. Severe side effects are incredibly rare, and the risk of serious disease without vaccination is significantly higher. A second common misconception is the fear that vaccines cause the diseases they're designed to prevent. This stems from a misunderstanding of how vaccines work. Vaccines train our immune systems by introducing a weakened or inactivated form of the disease-causing germ, or pieces of it. This process may sometimes cause mild symptoms, but it doesn't cause the disease. Instead, it helps our bodies remember how to fight back if we're exposed to the disease in the future. Thirdly, some people believe that natural immunity is better than vaccine-acquired immunity. In some cases, natural immunity, which occurs after recovering from a disease, can provide stronger or longer-lasting protection. However, the risks associated with natural infection far outweigh the benefits. For example, natural infection with measles can lead to severe complications such as pneumonia and encephalitis, while the measles vaccine can prevent the disease altogether. Lastly, there's the notion that healthy individuals don't need to be vaccinated. But here's the thing. Vaccines are not just about protecting ourselves. They're also about protecting those around us, especially those who can't be vaccinated, like infants, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems. This concept is called herd immunity. So it's clear that these misconceptions are based on misunderstandings or misinformation. Vaccines are a crucial part of our defense against serious diseases. They have saved millions of lives and continue to do so. It's crucial to debunk these misconceptions to ensure that everyone gets the protection they need. We've covered a lot about immunization today. From its fundamental understanding to its chronological order, we've delved into the pivotal role it plays in our lives and health. As we've learned, immunization is not a mere option, but a necessity. It's a shield that we carry, invisible yet potent, protecting us from a plethora of devastating diseases. We've also explored how the immunization schedule is meticulously designed, based on scientific research and understanding of our body's responses. It's not a random timeline, but a carefully curated pathway leading to fortified health. Following this schedule is of utmost importance for ensuring the effectiveness of the vaccines. We've also addressed the common misconceptions about immunization. The fears and doubts that often cloud our judgment are frequently based on misinformation. It's essential to remember that vaccines are rigorously tested before they are approved for public use, and their benefits far outweigh their risks. The minor side effects some may experience are a small price to pay for the larger protection they offer. So, in conclusion, let's not underestimate the power of immunization. It's our responsibility, not just towards ourselves, but also towards our community. By getting vaccinated, we're not only protecting ourselves, but also contributing to the health of our society. Remember, Immunization is a simple, effective way to protect yourself and those around you from devastating diseases. Stay safe, stay vaccinated.